Irwin Mitchell sat us down and said, basically, yeah, you're right, something has gone very seriously wrong here. And we are going to do the best we can to make it right for you.
You come across as so confident now.
Thanks.
And I reckon if previous you could see you now, she'd be freaking impressed.
Oh yeah,
and it's just going to get bigger and brighter.
You have to be positive, you have to be steadfast, and you have to go through it all, basically.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Conroy, and welcome to Irwin Mitchell's Imagine What's Possible. In this episode, I'm chatting to Meg Fozzard, who's speaking about how medical negligence and failings in care completely turned her life upside down. We're going to explore what happened, the impact it had, and how with the right support and Meg's incredible determination, she's putting her life back together and moving forward. Meg, thank you so much for being here. How are you feeling about sharing your story today?
A bit nervous, but I think it's a really important story to share. So yeah, happy to be here.
I feel like it can really help hearing other people's story when it's relatable.
Definitely.
I also feel like there can be a life kind of almost before disability and afterwards.
100%.
Would you mind sharing a little bit about life before all of this happened?
Oh God, yeah. I had just graduated from film school. I moved to London for film school. I just moved in with my boyfriend for the first time. We were really excited. And then, the incident happened in April 2019.
Could you share what happened and how it affected you in the first kind of few days, few weeks?
Yeah, so I had just flown back from a family holiday in America and got back home. My boyfriend had cooked dinner. I was upstairs, apparently texting my friend on the bed, and then I turned blue and was making weird noises, and my boyfriend obviously called 999. And to begin with, they thought it might be an epileptic fit. So it's still a category 1 emergency, and they were, all the blue lights flashing. But it was, by that point, I'd had a cardiac arrest and then had another one whilst the paramedics were there. My boyfriend did his best with CPR to save my life. And thank God he knows CPR.
Yeah, that's
thank God
convenient man to have around.
And luckily I don't remember any of this. I think the brain's quite clever in the way that it will block out anything too traumatic. But as a result of the delays in my care, I suffered a brain injury. And that's led to a whole host of symptoms that have disabled me, basically.
Wow. And can you talk us through when things first went wrong with your care and the first signs that something wasn't right?
Initially, we got a letter through the post, and that's the first time I realised anything had gone wrong. None of it had been explained to me at all. And then the paramedics came and met us at my flat. Me and my mum were there, and kind of offered us an apology, but nothing else. And right, an apology for all this. And I'm really, really lucky that my mum was there, because she knew that something wasn't quite adding up. Why would somebody apologise if they haven't done something wrong?
Of course, yeah.
And so we knew there was some kind of wrongdoing there. I think it was my mum who said, because I was still fresh out of hospital with a brain injury, I was not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
And it was my mum who said, I think we need to get somebody professional involved at this point, because something's not gone right clearly. So she rang Irwin Mitchell and pursued it. And I think it might have been the next day or even the day after that, Lena came over. And with that, it was just instant relief.
The next day as well, that's incredible.
Instant relief, knowing that, we kind of put it in somebody else's hands now.
Yeah.
We knew something bad had happened, but we knew somebody was going to do something about it.
Yeah.
For me, it just gave me peace of mind.
Yeah.
They've done it before. They're professionals. They're going to get the job done. They're repeatable. Yeah. It's really hard thinking that the people who are supposed to help you have done something wrong, you never want to believe that's the case. And, you know, I'm a big fan of the NHS, and I've always had belief in doctors and nurses and paramedics up until that point. And you just never want to think that the people who are supposed to help you have accidentally harmed you, basically.
Yeah, that's so true. And how did it feel to have someone listen to you and kind of take you seriously, believe what you're saying?
Very affirming. I knew in my gut something had gone really, really wrong. I mean, obviously, look at me now. But it wasn't until Lena came over, my lawyer, Irwin Mitchell, sat us down and said, basically, yeah, you're right, something has gone very seriously wrong here. And we are going to do the best we can to make it right for you.
Oh,
yeah.
That must have been such a powerful moment, because when you're most scared and vulnerable and unsure, like daunting, reaching out for help.
Yeah,
someone seemed right.
Yeah, I'd only been out of hospital for about 3 months, and I'd just come out of rehab.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what my life was going to be like. Yeah. And I also had not much understanding why this had happened to me.
And then what changed for you once you had the right support around you?
I mean, I very recently got an interim payment, and that's made a world of difference, because it's meant I can do things like speech and language therapy, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, all of the things I probably should have had years ago that I just haven't had.
Yeah.
So this year has been a massive turnaround for me because of that, because I can now do all those things that are really benefiting me.
Yeah.
And the people around me can see how much it's benefiting me as well.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So at the start of your claim, what were your biggest worries?
I think my biggest worries were that it wouldn't ever come to anything, basically. That I would start a claim and it would not be a claim, basically. That they would find them, you know, not in the wrong, and that everything that I've been through wasn't valid.
Yeah.
But now we're so far along the process, it's becoming clearer and clearer that there was wrongdoing.
Yeah.
And I will be compensated for it. And so,
Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's incredible. So what helped you take that first step and trust the process?
I think in a way the first steps were kind of easier than the later steps, because, you know, it's all brand new.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to happen, but you have some backing from your lawyers, and so you feel confident. And my claim has taken quite a long time, and there have been points where my confidence has been completely eroded.
Yeah.
But, you know, Irwin Mitchell have been brilliant and made sure that I just remain steadfast and confident, and I know they're going to get the outcome that I need. But
how did your solicitor Lena at Irwin Mitchell help you through the early stages of your case?
Yeah, so to begin with, it was brilliant because Lena was always on the end of the phone, and always has been throughout this whole 6 years now, almost, that it's taken to get to this point. And to begin with, every time we got a letter from the other side, I'd be so downhearted and upset and think I'm doing something to them, but actually they've done something to me.
Yeah.
And so, she's always been brilliant at making sure I keep optimistic and make sure I don't give up, basically.
Yeah.
Because I have wanted to give up many a time. I thought, I just want this all to go away now.
Yeah.
But you can't think like that. You have to be positive. You have to be steadfast, and you have to go through it all, basically.
Yeah. So how has this process helped you access what you need with rehab, kind of the right equipment?
So I've got a new wheelchair. It's a manual wheelchair with powered wheels, so I can actually self-propel and wheel myself around,
independence.
which is independent. Something I couldn't do before this year.
Wow.
And it's just amazing to be able to go to a cafe and wheel myself to the cafe.
Yeah.
And they're still really novel and exciting.
Yeah, things that might seem small, but which actually, you're like, no, you just feel independent. And
Yeah.
I think I always just thought compensation was kind of a payout, but it's not. It's kind of the adjustment, kind of with a disability, things can be harder without the right adjustment, and the smallest thing can change your life. And like with the right rehab and the right tools and support, it's so powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's even little things like I can't do any cleaning. We now have a cleaner who comes in once a week, and that's such a small thing, but it's made a real difference because I can't do any cleaning basically, and so it all falls to my boyfriend. And while he's happy to do it, it's just another thing that he has to do for me.
Yeah.
And another thing that makes our relationship unequal.
Yeah.
So just taking that little bit of stress away, just that one small thing, basically.
Yeah. So when the right adjustment's there, you can just see yourself differently and feel more independent.
Yeah,
and
basically.
Yeah, now she's thriving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, $1 million question,
Yeah.
do you think people underestimate how hard it is living with a disability?
100 million %. Literally, I would love to get everyone to try being in a wheelchair for a day.
Yeah.
But not even just a wheelchair, everything else that comes with having a brain injury, the brain fog, the fatigue, the memory loss, the issues with my speech. I'd love for everyone to just be me for a day, or maybe even an hour.
Yeah.
And see what it's like.
Yeah.
Because it's so much different. So different to who I was before. I used to be really confident and really independent, I lived alone. I'd get on flights by myself and visit friends in foreign countries.
Yeah.
And I don't do any of that now. And that's a real big change in me.
How has becoming disabled kind of reshaped you and changed your personal identity?
It has made me a completely different person to the person I was before. There are still glimmers of old Meg, and she's still in there. My friends from the before times recognise her, but I'm a completely different person now. I have anxiety. I never had anxiety before. Some days even leaving the house is terrifying for me. I'm a lot less confident, a lot less sure of myself.
But I do feel like everything you've been through, like fighting for it, that's going to take a lot of emotional energy, and I reckon that spark's going to be genuinely vibes from before. You come across as so confident now.
Thanks.
And I reckon if previous you could see you now, she'd be freaking impressed.
Oh yeah,
and it's just gonna get bigger and brighter.
Yeah.
And I just think kind of having the compensation to be able to, make things work, to be more independent is just gonna, it's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Through the storm to get the highs.
Definitely.
But not to invalidate anything. This process must be long and tough.
Yes.
But and I know you've returned to work. What does that mean to you? How does it feel?
Oh my God, let me talk about my work, which is one of my favourite things in the whole wide world. I tend to work with disabled-led companies nowadays because they understand disability, and that makes my life easier. Currently, my day job is working for an arts disability network, so it's a group of disabled artists, and I do the communication side of things.
What's something that people often don't see, regarding managing energy and bandwidth?
I feel like people often look at me and just see a wheelchair user, and they don't know about the brain injury, and they don't know what's going on inside. And I have not woken up and not felt tired since my brain injury. So every day I wake up and I feel exhausted. And it's been like that for 6 years. And it doesn't matter how long I sleep for, I wake up exhausted.
I can't imagine.
And getting through the day is just with coffee, basically. And that's how I'm powered at this point. But
Yeah. Oh, must be frustrating when you see people complain about tiny little things and you just think, get a grip.
I'm used to it by now. You know, people see me complaining all the time, you know, on my Instagram stories about things that happen to me because I'm disabled. So.
Good, keeping it real.
Exactly.
Let people know. Yeah.
Highs and lows.
Know. Yeah.
Yeah.
For someone who suspects medical negligence, would you have any advice on taking the first step or what they should do?
If you think there's something wrong in your heart of hearts, it doesn't hurt to just double check.
Yeah.
You know, there's no harm in double checking with somebody who's a professional and knows more than you.
That's wise. Trust your gut.
Exactly.
Back yourself, like we said.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And on the whole, I reckon it's the things that we don't do that we regret in life.
Definitely.
No, really,
Yeah, and I was still very much injured when my claim began.
Yeah.
And so my mum was the one who was keeping track of everything. And I was in no fit state to do any of that myself. So, yeah, make sure you've got somebody with you making notes and writing things down and double checking things, because I could have so easily missed this, you know, because I don't feel like they explicitly said, we've messed it up.
Yeah.
And it's very subtle.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy to miss.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have somebody who is maybe a bit more compass mentis around to double check things. And if you remain positive and back yourself and trust your gut, then there might be a possibility there. Yeah.
Amazing. Don't try, you won't know.
Exactly. If you don't try, you won't know.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I tried. So glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your powerful story and just how much legal support has helped you. And I hope kind of anyone watching who's questioning whether they should go for it you've given some brilliant advice. If you think you've experienced medical negligence and need help to access rehab, ongoing support or adaptations, Irwin Mitchell can advise you of your next steps.